Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you all. And in today's video, I have an interesting guest with me, and I'm really interested in this one. And I'll let her introduce herself. But before I go on, if you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If it's something you would like, just go ahead, watch. If you feel like it's good for you, like, subscribe. And my OGs, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. So, Eunice, how are you doing?
Thank you. Yourself?
I'm good. So today we have Eunice here. She is a financial advisor in Germany. I'm going to let her introduce herself, give us a little bit background of her education, her country. Yes, Eunice, please, the mic is yours.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And I'll say hello and hello to all your viewers and then your subscribers. Please do well to subscribe to the page as well. And then also, I'll say thank you to you too for having me on your channel. As you know, you said already, my name is Eunice.Nyarkoa. Obviously, I call myself a legend because typical legend from Ghana as well. So in Ghana, I did I'll start from secondary school. I think those are the most important things. So I did my secondary school I went to Fancyman Girls Secondary School, after which I went to University of Cape Coast, where I did biological sciences. Actually, I wanted to become a doctor. I said, Ghana, if you do science, then the aim is to be a doctor. But along the line, I realized that the science was not, that's the medicine doctor is not going to fit my personality, because I have the bubbly personality, the outgoing personality, I would say somehow non-conformant personality. Like, I am the typical spontaneous kind of person. Like, I can function well spontaneously. Let's do this, that kind of thing. But if you restrict me to a strict code, it becomes a little bit stressful personally for me. So I remember when I was in UCC, my organic chemistry class. Chemistry, you have to wear gloves, the lab coats, those things. And every day my chemistry teacher was telling me, wear this lab coat, I'll wear it to the lab. Within 5 minutes, I'll just take it off. He will walk in, he will sack me, go out. And my friend was like, Eunice, so this lab coat, so you can't wear. I'm like, because that is, I'll just chip in this. This is one thing that we are lacking as a country. We don't have a counseling center that counsel us. Who really are you? As I said the last time on my page, there are 5 personality types. We all cannot fit in one box, but our education system puts all of us in one box. So at the end of the day, those who can fly, those who can swim, those who can jump, we are all like put in water. So it's only advantage for those who can swim. So those of us who can jump, those who can hop, those who can, they don't function also. Along the line, I had the opportunity to choose between human biology, molecular biology, biochemistry, and then environmental science, fisheries. And I said, okay, environmental science is more of the talking type. You go into an environment, you find out the problem, you mingle with the people. I think this is where it fits me. So I just went there and I majored in environmental science, after which I went to do my national service. I worked with LECMA for some time. Then I went to Accra Metropolitan Assembly. And then after which, it was environment. I was enjoying the work, but you see, in Ghana, those of us fresh from the university, it's difficult for us to get a permanent job. Because I don't know what the problem is, whether it's lack of vision. Because if needs change with time. So if we have institutions in Africa, then the institutions should be willing to absorb new people, new graduates, new trainees into the field. But unfortunately, it was able. So I got a job, I got a student visa. I moved to Germany to come and study here in Germany. But when I came, Germany, you're also here. So, the language plays a very big role. So I said, okay, after school, if you don't get job after some 2 years, then they'll start giving you the pressure to go back to Africa. And the fact is, most of us migrate to Germany or outside Africa, not to just learn and go back, but to get a better job. And then maybe in future, we can come back to help our continent. So I said, okay, then environmental science, why don't I take up volunteer work? Because if people...
Okay, sorry to cut you. When you moved to Germany, you studied environmental science.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when during the course, I said, okay, let me take a volunteer work, because even though people were not willing to pay me, but at least people will be willing to use you. And for me, I don't call it use. I called it taking advantage at the same time, because I said one of the surest way to learn a language, get to know the people, the culture, is when you get into the people. So doing a volunteer work, trying to do this, they will send you here, Eunice, go here, do that. It will help me to build the confidence, get something to do with the culture and what have you. So that's what I did. I work with a couple of NGOs here in Hamburg, some of them top Africa and what have you. And in my dealings with people during those times, I realized one common thing, that most of the problems that people have in Germany, it's the root cause of those problems was money. Due to the lack of finances, a lot of other problems have generated from that. Some of them, it has affected their marriages, their health, their mental depression, and what have you. So I said, okay, so what's the way forward? So I started talking with people, and volunteer. I always say this: one of the surest way to the success ladder is being your willingness to serve your community. I took up a volunteer. One of them was I was the youth. I am at the moment the youth organizer for Ghana Union Hamburg here. Now, on that board, there was this gentleman there. He was born in Germany, shows. I always say thanks so much to him for the opportunity. He was born here, and he was a financial advisor here. So we had a couple of meetings about Ghana, the youth, what we can do for them. And then one time I just asked him, like, so what do you do? You and Kasa, what do you do? I said, oh, I'm a financial advisor. I said, oh, what do you do? Like, what do you do? He said, okay, okay, so why don't I book a 1 hour meeting with you, online meeting, just like we are doing, and then I'll show you, I'll take you to see what I do as a person. I said, okay, why not? Then we did the 1 hour. So in the first 15 minutes, I said, no, this thing sounds interesting. I think I would rather want to come to your office and come and see what's really going on. And before that, now I had sat down to think about my dream work. I went for a job coaching, and then the coach asked me, what is your dream job? I said, okay, what is really, really your dream job? So the woman made me calm down to write really how I want my dream job to be like I should have my own office table, I said, initially, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. He said, what don't you know? Even though I didn't know the job, it was difficult to get a job, to know what I want to do in German because of the language and what have you. But I knew the jobs I didn't want to do. So that helped me out. So when I went to the guy's office, I entered there, I said, I like this office. This place looks like my dream kind of. So we sat down for 1 hour, we talked, and I said, I just plugged on it that this is what I want to do, because I've been thinking around this line. So this is where we are. And then I sent my CV. I went to the necessary audition or interview, and then I started Weiterbildung with the company, the Deutsche Vermögensberatung, and this is where we are at the moment. Yes.
Okay.
So I have a 5-year-old son as well. Along the line, it happened, and then I had to balance the two.
Wow, you did so well. So I guess after your study, after you studying the environmental science, and I said I'll say what motivated you was like you found that everybody's problem is about money, and then
exactly the university I didn't even finish.
Okay.
School need their teenage pregnancy.
I want people to learn from this. Okay,
exactly.
When you come to school here and you are finding you feel like this is not what you want, there's always room to change or something like this. So you went ahead to do this Weiterbildung. I think a lot of people don't know what Weiterbildung is. If you could briefly explain.
Okay, good. One reason why I decided, it wasn't easy because you came here to go to school, so you go to school, and I realized that, you see, when I go online, and then I'm checking job opportunities for environmentalist people here.
Right.
I realized that one of the key thing they look out for is the Deutschkenntnisse. They write very good German language. And also I was like, okay, very good German language. So like me, it would take me time, years, to be very good at the language. It means that it doesn't matter how much I pass my paper. It means I need to go back to Africa after. And then again, this is a different environment, different environmental standards, different everything. So everything around this place was new to me. I would need time to really be a good environmentalist. So I said, why then why? So let me just dive somewhere. Now, I always say this. Sometimes it's difficult for us to start afresh. There are people who come to Germany, school, and the course they are reading, I bet you don't want to break their hearts. You know that it will be the chance of them getting a job is very, very slim. But they end up doing the course, and after they become frustrated, and then you see, then later the women they will just slide into the making families, babies, and then you get depressed, frustrated, and what have you. So I always say this: I'll use your platform. Don't be scared to start afresh. There's always, because me, I always say you are not even starting afresh, because as a graduate from Ghana, you have written most difficult exams than here. And the fact is that it is easier for somebody who has gone to school to learn another language than somebody who has never been to school. Now, Weiterbildung means that you are continuing something. You're not starting from the scratch. Now, as a graduate, you translate your results to the German standard. It means you're already a graduate, a degree holder. So you cannot start from basis in everything because already you are learned. So it means if you go to any field, you want to take up any profession, you want to now be professional. You know, most of the courses we read from Africa or from Ghana, they are not professional courses.
Yeah.
I call them raw courses. We do the raw courses. So when you have the opportunity to travel, you sit down, look into the community, try to solve a problem, because that is one sure way of success. You solving a problem is a success. We don't go to school to get a job, because salary is what is given to you to forget your dreams. Because your boss giving you salary, your boss is solving a problem, and you are helping your boss to solve a problem. But you yourself, what problem can you start solving? So I realized that financial education is something that needs to go into the community. And I'm the type of person that can talk. I don't mind talking for hours. That is my strength. So why don't I capitalize on that, do something around that line, and then try and see if I can use that to help my community at large. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So now the big question I want to know, let's say I came to Germany, I was doing my master's, and I come across your video. Oh, okay. I think I would like the way you came across shows and you was a financial advisor. Now the big question, okay, how do I become one? Do I need to learn German before doing this Weiterbildung financial coaching or advice? So how did you do it?
Yes, specifically anything you want to do. I always say that the language is key. Language is key, because if you don't, it doesn't matter how much intelligent you are. If you don't speak, or you are not able to communicate what you are saying out, then nobody knows your intelligence. Nobody will see that you are. So the language is key. And when I say the language is key, it's not like you need to learn German and speak like a native. No, your ability to just wrap your hand. You know how we do it. Those of us that we are from Africa, I call us legends because we can survive around those areas. Now, the most thing is your ability to the interest is also important, because apart from everything, you need to have interest for anything you are going to do, because the moment there's interest, it doesn't become a job again, it becomes a hobby, like a hobby you are doing. So the interest, and then the German, as I said, just basic kindness is okay for now, because there's training. We train people in a form of coaches. So like coaching. So we have the English section, and then we have the real German section. Just that most of all the exams are in German, but we prepare you towards the those things. But the real job on the ground, most of my meetings, I do it in English, in Tree. Most of my meetings, because most of my clients are Africans, people from the diaspora. Once a while, I'll get a German in, and then I'll wrap my hands around it. But most of my clientele are German. So anybody who has interest and wants to do this, the person can contact me. You also through you or something, you bring your CV, and then we'll take it from there. There's always a way out. Once there's a way.
Okay. So basically, you do this with like the institutions, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Our accreditation comes from the Handelskammer. Handelskammer is the chartered, I'll say chartered accountants in Germany. The Handelskammer, they give us accreditation on certain things. And the language is important, but one thing about this job is when you say Weiterbildung, you mostly learn on the job.
Yes.
Yes, we talk about insurance, investment, real estate acquisition, banking, and what have you.
Yes.
Most of the things you learn on the job.
Right.
Most of the things, the questions that will be asked, you learn on the job. So interest, and then your eagerness to be where you are plays a
Right.
very vital role. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have heard. If you're interested, I'm going to I'll leave her contact, her email in the description. You can contact her as well for any advice if you are motivated to become a financial advisor. Okay. Okay, Eunice. So we want to know, I'm sure a lot of people want to know, what services does your company provide?
Okay. As I
Do
mentioned.
you mind mentioning your company's name if it doesn't, you know?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. It's the Deutsche Vermögensberatung. Of course, it's important that people know the authenticity of the company, so people
Right.
can reach out to us. It's a Deutsche Vermögens company. We've been in existence for 45 years,
Mm-hmm.
actually,
Wow.
before I think both of us were born. So it's an old company, and then we do banking, insurance, real estate acquisition, investments. And then when I say those things, I mean to say we are working like on the wings of the giant financial institutions here in Germany. When I say giant financial institutions, one of them is the Deutsche Bank, which happens to be the biggest bank in Germany. They are premium product partners, and then also we have Generali. Generali is the biggest
Mm-hmm.
insurance company in Europe, and then we have Commerzbank. Commerzbank happens to be the second biggest bank after Deutsche Bank. We have a Badenia, Allianz, many Advo, many other big calendar, which is a Krankenkasse.
Mm-hmm.
So all those giant premium product partners are financial institutions here in Germany. Generally, it's an insurance company. So anything around insurance, we try to do it with Generali to assure you of best service. So we are more or less like a door matcher. We are acting like the GP, general practitioner. We stand in between the financial agencies and then the people or the people living in Germany. So we look
Okay.
at, we talk to you in a consultation. We try to find out what are your goals, what are your wishes, what do you hope to achieve traveling to Germany, what do you want, what are those wishes, and then we try to help you, give you tailored solutions how to make those wishes become a goal and those goals transmitting into a reality for you. Yeah, that is what we do. And the fact is our services are free. You don't need to pay us because our premium product partners are responsible for paying us our salary. And because of the language barrier, we realize that money or financial education is a skill that needs to be learned. But when we travel here, it's difficult to get that skill because of language barrier and what have you. So we are standing as translators for people living in Germany in the financial, because as I started this job, I realized that most people have contracts that they don't even understand well. What the way they understood it and what is written on paper are two different things. And in Germany, it's what is written, what you have signed that counts.
Mm.
So we try to make sure that we advise people, we educate people, we encourage people to seek this kind of knowledge when it comes to even typical investments. Those of us from Africa, it's a new adventure for us. How do you invest here? As we live here in Germany, investing in Africa and here, which one makes more sense? If our people in Ghana, those politicians, when they make money, they bring it here. Why is that when you make money, you want to take it back there? What are some of the risks? How can I invest in Amazon here? How can I invest in Lidl, Audi? All those are areas that we educate people, we help people, and even we do it for people so that it will liberate us a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Again, with what you just said, Eunice is available for one-on-one consultation. Being it a student, it doesn't matter if you're a student, you guys have part-time jobs, you need to start your financial literacy now.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are some workers who watch me as well. You can contact Eunice. She's going to give you a one-on-one consultation on how to manage your finances. You've heard it all, the insurances. There are certain insurances you don't need. There are some that you need. So
Mm-hmm.
they provide all these services. She has said it also. If you need a one-on-one consultation, contact her. I'll leave her email address. You contact her. You mentioned my name. Firdaws brought me here so that she knows that my people are really listening. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Eunice, before we wrap up this video, okay, I want you to give out final advice to the people who want to move to Germany to study and work and live in Germany. What do you have to tell them before they come into Germany?
Well, I would say Germany is a beautiful country. Germany is a peaceful country. Germany is nice, but Germany is a social country. Social system works so well here in Germany. Now, everything has advantage and disadvantage. One disadvantage of a social system is that it rewards laziness but punishes creativity and productivity. Because in Germany here, the more money you earn, the more tax you will pay. Now, if you are people will say, "Oh, Germany is not even necessary to go to school here because the money to go now." It's if you are somebody who wants to come and study in Germany, you need to ask yourself certain questions. What course am I going to study? What are my chances of getting a job? It's in my plans to one day build a consultation center in Ghana so that we will consult people before they come to Germany. What do they want to do? What is their aim? What is their wish? What is their goal? What do they look out for? Because one thing I've realized is most of the people depressed or frustrated in Germany, or most of the people that this system will frustrate, are people who are ambitious, are people who are go-getters, are people who will not settle for the normal, basic, ordinary life. Like the students, you see yourself doing 4 years in the university. It's not easy. You come to Germany, come and do another 2 years or 3 years, and then after you don't have a choice than to settle for menial job or get a job that you don't even need qualification to do. It leaves you frustrated every morning. It leaves you depressed every morning. So I would say it's a good place. But before you come, what course are you going to read? And if those of them, I know most of your listeners are students. Those are the people that need the financial education more because it's more or less like they are buckling up for life here in Germany. So of course, before they get on the job, so they should know certain advantages they have. And I didn't mention state grants. Living in Germany comes with a lot of safety. As I said, it's a social system. Like the kindergarten, everybody knows about it. But what are some of the grants available for students, even people who are coming new into the job market? Are there some social services, social benefits that you can also? Yes. So back to the main topic, the question you asked. So it's important you seek real counseling. Don't just get up, pack your bags, because what we show on social media, we're always showing you the glitz and the glam. But the fact is, the inside life is not easy. Some of us have been there before. It got to a time that I always, from Monday to Friday, I was always asking myself, I was always wailing, what did I come to Germany to do? Why did I choose to come to Germany? Because it was getting frustrating. So we say it's a nice place, a beautiful place, but please, a lot of consultation, a lot of counseling should go into why you want to come to Germany. If they need help, there's also this body I worked with, Top Afrique. Top Afrique is an NGO here in Hamburg, and they can assist you anywhere if you only want to come to Germany. The founder is a Ghanaian. He lives here in Germany, so you can contact me. I'll give you the man's number. It's a integration and then development buildings as. So if you are here also and you don't know your way out, it's becoming plenty for you. It's difficult to decide on which path to go. You can contact him. His name is Desmond John Beatty. You can look him up on LinkedIn and what have you, or contact me or Firdaws. I'll give you the link so that you post also. You can contact him and then talk to him, and then he will take you through counseling. Because personally, I believe in community movement. If you want to move far as a group, it's time we go in group. The single is not helping us. I've met Ghanaians that are very successful, business owners, entrepreneurs. They are very successful, but the majority of us are not. And it's time we move together. Those who are behind, it's time we help those people move. We can only rise by lifting others. So if you need help, don't hesitate to contact any of us. I said Top Afrique. And then a couple of, and YAPA is also the Young African Professionals Associations. Those ones, most of the students, you can contact me. You can join the link. We help Africans that are professionals, like those who went to school, university in Ghana. We can, let's say you are from the medical field, you join the group, we can get you people who are already in the medical field, and then they will help you to usher you into the system,
Yeah.
help you choose which area is good for you, which area is not good for you. They also help you with your certificate translation and all that. So there are those things, they are here. Please, let's make advantage of it. Please, when you come, if you're already here, don't listen to the hearsay. Oh, I had the university degree doesn't help, it doesn't do. Please, it does something. It does something. Don't put it under the bed and then follow the long queue or the easiest way. The easiest way is always the hardest way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
You're
Like, I've
welcome.
soaked so much information. I can listen to over and over. Okay. Thank you
Right.
so much, Eunice. And I hope you guys like absorb something from here and then implement it into your lives. And yes, as she said, she's available. Contact her. And if you have any questions as well, leave it in the comment section. I would answer. I would try and answer.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. Okay, Eunice, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And hope to see you again.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Thanks for
Bye.
having me.
You're welcome.
Bye for now. Bye.